Hey everybody, it's Andrew Palmer coming at you with part 2 of how to write a feature film in Saga. So last time we worked on a movie called Shadow Protocol and got up to the inciting incident. We worked on the first 10 pages. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to work on another movie that I've been writing, which is called Vicious Cycle. And we're gonna take it from the midpoint and go all the way through. We're gonna have plenty more episodes just like this, so make sure to subscribe below, and if you like the video, please leave a comment. Vicious Cycle is about a woman who discovers that her husband is cheating on her and has a tragic miscarriage, and then goes on a path of furious vengeance, taking down a corrupt institution. It is a action-packed movie that I think you're gonna love. So, first thing I'm doing here is just cutting out some dialogue and rewriting a bit of the action descriptions. I got the idea that Amy's gonna want to clear all her fingerprints, which if you've ever seen Boondock Saints, they put ammonia over all the blood to prevent the detective from being able to track them properly.
They used ammonia. None of this is any good. You know what that means? Even if we get suspects in the case, we get nothing. Who the are they?
So I thought this might be a cool little similar moment where I could also have a really crazy death scene for this doctor who already died pretty traumatically, but I thought this would be an exciting way to have her cover up her tracks. So I know a paramedic who said one time he arrived on scene and he told me that blood squirted right out of the artery up to the ceiling. It was actually one of the reasons why he decided to switch careers and become a firefighter. But it seemed like a good way to add some trauma into this movie as well. Hope he's okay. So I looked up liquid nitrogen and what it would do, and it kind of reminded me of Terminator 2 in that movie where they killed T-1000 temporarily. Why don't we see what would happen if it was to a real human? Yeah, I liked how Saga came up with the crackling sounds around the room. I thought that sounded cool, so I definitely wanted to keep that. Try and create conflict. You always want to have the protagonist in the scene challenged, so I thought she starts to pour it and it sprays and a big cloud of vapor appears, which would be scary. I thought, so make her keep going. There's a movie, I think it's Tim Reynolds, Mission to Mars, maybe? It might not have been his character, but one of the characters, he's in space and he knows he can't make it back. And then I think he opens a hole in his spacesuit to make sure he dies. And they show him freezing out in the zero pressure vacuum of space.
I can't let you die, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I love you, honey.
No! No!
God, how I love you.
Wait! Don't!
And I wanted to have something kind of similar here with the liquid nitrogen. So I just pulled out another beat and then got rid of the slug line because we're keeping it in the same scene. Then just connecting the pieces. I did decide to push one part into the storage room So added a new slug line. And I didn't have anything written after the midpoint, but I thought she should just find these documents and then we'll see what happens after that. We'll figure out what happens with them. So tied it in later. Or I could have just come back and deleted it if I didn't feel like it was necessary to have them. But I think I knew I was gonna want to tie in those documents. So now I'm kind of wondering, is she reading the document here? Like, what's happening? Kind of trying to figure out what to do next. And also how to get her out of there. So I wanted her to get spooked, so I have a siren. You know, she might think that they're coming after her. She knew that there were cameras all around, CCTV cameras, which is why she's got her hood up. Now, if you've ever seen The Departed, great scene in that movie where Leonardo DiCaprio's character is changing after Matt Damon's character, and it cuts from the CCTV camera to Matt Damon tracking him with the footage later on to try and see if he can get an ID on his face. And there's a quote, good artists copy, great artists steal. So I'm stealing this scene for this movie. And so our detective Ramirez is gonna find the same footage, but he realizes he cannot track Amy with the footage. Thanks again for watching today's video, everybody. We really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, and also leave a comment. Keep writing. See you soon.